have to shift our focus to some other breaking developments now coming in, some other news coming in from Karnataka. You would remember the visuals that we brought to you just a short while ago of the kind of ruckus that ensued in the Karnataka Assembly with the suspension of certain BJP MLAs. Now we're getting a reaction coming in from the former Chief Minister of Karnataka, Basavaraj Bommai, who's called it a dark day in democracy. He's in fact also gone on to say it's not just their suspension, it's our suspension. They've of course questioned the intent of the Speaker as well. So now we're understanding as these MLAs have refused to leave the surroundings, marshals have had to escort them. Harish is back with us on the broadcast. Harish, a lot of drama taking place. The former Chief Minister training guns at the Speaker, questioning the intent. I believe marshals have also now been brought in to take these MLAs away.
We are joining you from Vidhan Sabha, where BJP MLAs are right now protesting on the steps of Vidhan Sabha, including some of the MLAs who've been suspended. Yashpal Suvarna happens to be one of them. Sir, how do you see this ruling of the Speaker, sir?
Today is not acting like a speaker as the president of the Vidhan Sabha. He is acting like the agent of a Congress party. Actually, yesterday there was a Mahagathbandhan meet in Bangalore, so that all the IAS officers have been as a protocol officer to receive all some of the small leaders like Lallu, some Mufti who are all who are favoring all our anti-social element activities, residents of Jammu Kashmir and all. So that being a IAS officer, it is their duty, it is their work to work for the people, because today, at present there is a lot of work pending in the government. So that they are not interfering. The government don't want IAS officers to work for the people.
The government says the MLAs disrespected the Speaker chair by tearing the bill and throwing at the Speaker.
First of all, let him tell the value of the IAS officer. What is the duty of the IAS officer? First, he should tell the value of the IAS officer. What does IAS mean? First, he should tell that. Because being a speaker, he should not overlap the rules and regulations. He should respect the IAS.
Okay, that's Mr. Yashpal Suvarna saying that, in fact, that violated the rules of the House. The Speaker has been partisan. Former Chief Minister, Mr. Basavaraj Bommai, also protesting here. Sir, the government says the BJP MLAs went against the House decorum and showed disrespect to the chair.
See, tearing of papers was done by Congress leaders in the previous session only. We never suspended them. Siddaramaiah kicked the door of Vidhan Sabha. We never suspended. Speaker mic was removed. We never suspended. We are asking for justice, and we are asking for the truth of appointment of IAS officers like a chaprasi in front of non-entity leaders, and they want to cover up their mistake. It's a murder of democracy today. In the very Vidhan Sabha, it is a murder of democracy. They want to suppress the voice of the opposition. And it's a black day in the annals of our Vidhan Sabha. We are going to take the fight to the people.
Sir, you have asked for, you've actually moved a no confidence motion. You can clearly see there some of the MLAs being moved out from Vidhan Sabha, pretty much physically being dragged out of Vidhan Sabha. And the marshals, you can see absolute chaos at the doors of Vidhan Sabha here. The media being kept aside to ensure that none of this goes across to the nation. The gates of Vidhan Sabha, the west entrance of Vidhan Sabha has been closed. The MLAs on the steps of the House are protesting. Absolute chaos, almost unprecedented scenes coming in from this historic building. And the BJP now has moved a no confidence motion against the Speaker of the House. We have Mr. Ashok. Sir, you moved a no confidence motion against the Speaker. The government says it doesn't have any ground.
So Speaker went to West End to meet the Congress party members, other political leaders. It is justice. He is not a political member. He is a speaker. He went to the dinner of with Lallu Prasad Yadav. What is Sosh? This is exactly he is treating like as a Congress speaker is an independent man. You have no rights to go there. So violation of the constitution. That's why we given the notice.
Sir, is the JDS with you on this no confidence motion you moved against?
Yes, they also signed. They also signed. JDS and BJP both are signed for the speaker rule.
So just 2 days of session remaining. The budget has to be discussed. What is BJP stance now, sir?
We want the public money. They given for Lallu Prasad Yadav. They given IAS officer to Lallu Prasad. Unknown persons. They are not MLA. They are not MP. The protocol is President of India, Prime Minister, Chief Justice, Padma Shri, Noble. What are these people?
Okay.
They are beggars.
Okay.
We are asking this money where? This money of the Karnataka poor people money. We asked the justice. Give to poor to justice. The money belongs to poor. So the money come back to the treasury.
Okay.
This is our demand.
BJP saying government money has been misused. So before we went on those visuals where people were being dragged out of Vidhan Sabha,
This is a totally inhuman government. I've never seen such a government which behaves so inhumanly. We are also elected people. They don't have respect for the elected representatives. They don't have respect for our voice. They want to suppress the voice of the opposition. It's a murder of democracy today in Vidhan Sabha. Murder of democracy, I'm telling. It has never happened in the annals of Vidhan Sabha. And they have misused the office of the chair. And chair has also succumbed. He is acting like a Katputali in the hands of the Congress government. It's a Hitler shy of Congress government.
So the Congress says we have numbers. This no confidence motion is meaningless.
No, whatever it is, we have expressed our no confidence. We want to tell the reason in the House why we don't have confidence. They allow us to speak.
Would you be approaching the governor, sir?
Tomorrow we are going to approach the government.
Okay, thank you, sir. There you go. The BJP upping the ante, saying that we have no confidence in this speaker now. He's acted in a partisan manner. He did not accept our request to discuss the government using IAS officers for the opposition unity meeting. The public exchequer money has been used for a political event, and we wanted to debate that. But the governor instead has refused to listen to us and has suspended 8 of our MLAs, senior MLAs from the House. We've been dragged out of the Assembly, physically by marshal, and this has never happened in the history of Karnataka Vidhan Sabha, and we can't work in a house that is headed by a speaker like this. And now the BJP saying that we will approach the governor seeking action. They've already returned to the Assembly Secretariat saying that they are moving a no confidence motion under section 169 of the Karnataka legislature seeking the removal of the speaker, saying that he doesn't enjoy the confidence of the House. The Congress saying that, well, we have the numbers and there's no point in moving a no confidence motion against the speaker. He was just elected a month back and this has been meaningless. The BJP is just trying to politicize the issue when at a time the budget had to be discussed on the floor of the House.
So Harish getting us those exclusive voices, unprecedented scenes being seen outside the Karnataka Assembly after the suspension of those BJP MLAs. They're being escorted out by marshals. They're now protesting. We just spoke to the former Chief Minister of Karnataka, Basavaraj Bommai, and many others who are now making grave allegations against the speaker, saying he functioned in a partisan manner. We will approach the governor as well. So that's the plan as far as the BJP is saying, because they're saying this is a dark day in democracy. The suspension is not just for the MLAs, but for the party at large. But Harish, what is the BJP saying as to what really led to the suspension? Rude behavior is what we heard eventually started this proceedings for suspension. How are they justifying the behavior of their MLAs? Harish, can you hear me?
Can you come again? I didn't hear that question. I can hear you now. Please repeat the question.
Harish, I'll repeat the question for you. While the BJP is making grave allegations against the speaker and they're saying they'll approach the governor as well, how are they justifying the behavior of their MLAs that actually led to the suspension?
Well, the BJP is saying that's the kind of anguish we have because the speaker is acting in a partisan manner. We have been pushing for this issue to be discussed on the floor of the House. He was unwilling to do so. He was not hearing us. Instead, he wanted to push some of the crucial bills without any discussion. They wanted a statement to be made or the budget to be discussed. And he's been partisan, not just this time around, in the earlier session as well, in the first few days of this budget session as well. He's been partisan. We can't work under a speaker like this. More interestingly, the H.D. Kumaraswamy-led JDS here has